What if I told you that one simple maintenance trick, costing less than $20, could literally double the life of your engine? I'm talking about adding hundreds of thousands of miles, smoother performance, and fewer costly repairs, all from something most drivers overlook. This isn't an expensive tool or a complicated repair. It's a quick, easy step you can do in your own driveway, and it works whether your car is brand new or has 200,000 miles already. In fact, this trick has been used by fleet operators, off-roaders, and even performance tuners for years, quietly saving them thousands in repair costs. Curious? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is, how to do it, and why mechanics don't usually mention it. Why engines fail prematurely. To understand why this $20 trick works, you first need to know what kills engines before their time. And no, it's not just neglecting oil changes. Even people who service their cars regularly often face premature wear from heat and friction, metal parts rubbing together without perfect lubrication, carbon buildup, sticky deposits on valves, piston rings, and injectors, sludge and contamination, dirt, fuel residue, and moisture collecting in oil. Most of this damage happens slowly, so drivers don't notice until it's too late. When oil consumption spikes, compression drops, or expensive repairs pop up. The trick: adding a high-quality oil additive. Here's the secret. Every 5,000 miles, or every oil change, I add one small bottle of high-quality oil treatment, specifically one that uses molybdenum or ceramic-based friction modifiers. These additives bond to metal surfaces inside your engine, reducing metal-on-metal contact by up to 50% according to independent SAE wear tests. That means less friction, lower operating temperatures, reduced wear during cold starts, which is when 80% of engine damage happens. This trick costs about $15 to $20 per treatment, and you only need it at each oil change. Why this works better than just using synthetic oil. You might be thinking, but I already use synthetic oil. Isn't that enough? Synthetic oils are excellent, but they're designed as general-purpose lubricants for millions of engines, not specifically for yours. Oil additives give an extra layer of protection, especially for high-mileage engines, turbocharged cars, or vehicles frequently driven in harsh conditions. It's like wearing body armor over a strong jacket. You already have protection, but now you're nearly bulletproof. Fleet vehicles like delivery trucks and taxis that rack up 300,000 to 500,000 miles use these treatments because downtime costs money. They know preventing wear up front is cheaper than rebuilding engines later. The secondary benefit: cleaner internals. Many premium additives also include detergents that break down existing carbon and sludge. Over time, piston rings reseat better, compression improves, and oil stays cleaner between changes. In my personal experience, after the first few treatments, the oil drained from my engine looked noticeably cleaner even after 5,000 miles. That meant fewer contaminants were circulating, reducing long-term wear. Step by step, how to do it. Choose the right additive. Stick with proven names like Liqui-Moly Ceratec, BGMOA, or similar products that specifically list friction reduction and wear protection. Avoid bargain bin, mystery oils with no published testing. Warm up your engine. Run it for 5 minutes before draining oil. Warm oil flows better and carries more contaminants out. Perform your regular oil change. Use the manufacturer recommended oil weight and a quality filter. Add the additive. After filling with oil, pour the entire additive bottle into the crankcase. Run the engine. Let it idle for 5 minutes so the additive circulates fully. That's it. No special tools, no expensive equipment, just $20 worth of extra protection. Immediate results you might notice. Many drivers report quieter cold starts, smoother idling, and even slight gains in fuel efficiency after the first treatment. That's because reducing friction reduces energy losses inside the engine. You might also notice oil consumption decreasing over time if your engine had worn piston rings or valve seals, thanks to the additive sealing microscopic gaps temporarily. Real-world case study. I used this trick on a 2010 Toyota Camry, a car already known for durability. At 180,000 miles, it had light lifter noise on cold starts and was starting to consume about a quart of oil every 2,000 miles. After 2 oil changes with the additive, lifter noise disappeared, oil consumption dropped by half, and the car now has over 360,000 miles, still running strong. This isn't unique. I've seen fleet vehicles surpass 500,000 miles without engine rebuilds by doing the same. The science behind it. High-quality oil additives with molybdenum or ceramic compounds work by creating a sacrificial boundary layer between moving engine parts. When metal surfaces contact under load, think cam lobes, lifters, and crank journals, frictional heat can cause micro-welding. This leads to gradual wear that robs power and shortens life. Molybdenum disulfide, MOS2, and advanced ceramics used in premium additives have extremely low coefficients of friction, often lower than Teflon, allowing parts to slide instead of grind. This significantly reduces the wear rate. SAE tests show treated engines often have up to 50% less wear in critical contact areas. Over time, that's like doubling your engine's lifespan because components simply don't degrade as quickly. The psychological edge. Here's something most people don't think about. Doing this $20 trick changes how you treat your car. Knowing you're actively protecting it makes you more likely to keep up with other maintenance like air filters, coolant flushes, and spark plugs. This small action sets off a chain reaction of better habits, which also contributes to doubling engine life. Why mechanics rarely mention this? It's not that they don't know, many do, but shops make money on repairs and replacements, not on customers keeping cars forever. Preventative treatments cut into future engine rebuilds and major component replacements, which can cost thousands. Also, many mechanics worry about people using the wrong additive or overdosing the oil, which can cause foaming or filter clogging. That's why I emphasize stick to reputable brands and follow instructions exactly. What if your engine is already worn out? Even engines with mild wear benefit. I've seen engines with noisy lifters quiet down, oil-burning engines reduce consumption, and cars with low compression pick up a few PSI after consistent use. However, this isn't a miracle cure for catastrophic damage, like spun bearings or cracked pistons. If your engine is already on life support, additives might buy you some time, but they won't replace a full rebuild. Complementary habits to amplify the trick. This $20 trick works even better when paired with a few additional habits. High-quality oil filters. Cheap filters bypass oil earlier and trap fewer particles, letting abrasive contaminants circulate. Use filters rated for synthetic oil, even if you're running conventional. Regular fluid changes. Transmission and coolant fluids degrade too. Change them early, not late. Dirty coolant means hot spots in the engine. Dirty ATF means slipping clutches and extra stress on bearings. Avoiding short trips. Cold starts and short drives where the engine never warms up are brutal for oil. If you mostly drive short distances, consider taking the car on a longer highway trip weekly. Use top-tier fuel. It has more detergents, reducing carbon buildup that oil alone can't handle. Pairing top-tier fuel with an occasional PEA-based fuel system cleaner helps maintain engine efficiency. The results you can expect. After 3 or 4 oil changes using this additive, you'll likely notice quieter engine operation due to reduced friction and noise, more consistent oil pressure, even in older engines, lower operating temperatures, especially during highway cruising, better fuel economy, often 1 to 3% improvement due to reduced internal drag. For high-mileage vehicles, oil consumption often stabilizes, and blow-by, combustion gases sneaking past worn rings, is reduced, extending catalytic converter life as well. The cost versus payoff. Let's break down the numbers. Additive cost, $20 every 5,000 miles. Typical engine rebuild cost, $2,500 to $5,000. Engine replacement cost, $4,000 to $7,000. Even over 200,000 miles, this trick costs maybe $800 total. Compare that to an engine replacement you may never need, and you can see why this approach is a no-brainer for anyone planning to keep a vehicle long-term. Challenge for you. Here's what I want you to do. At your next oil change, buy a proven additive, Liqui Moly Ceratec. BGMOA, or a similar premium product. Use it exactly as directed. Then pay attention to your engine for the next 1,000 miles. Drop a comment here. Did you notice a difference? Was it smoother? Quieter? Did oil consumption improve? Your story might inspire someone else to try this and save their engine from an early death. Final thoughts. Engines don't fail early because they're designed to fail. They fail because wear slowly adds up until one day a bearing spins or a piston seizes. This $20 maintenance trick gives you an edge, protecting your engine in the background day after day, mile after mile. If you're someone who loves keeping cars long-term or simply hates the idea of expensive breakdowns, this one habit could be the single best investment you make in your vehicle. Imagine your car at 300,000 miles, still running like the day you bought it, all because of one inexpensive habit. That's what this is about: peace of mind and money saved.